Hello. I got a package from Moving Coffee. Thank you guys so much. It's a Kenyan, it's a wash coffee, but the tasting notes are blackberry, Darjeeling, and jasmine honeysuckle. Such a dream, but they sent this to me and I'm so thankful. I love specialty coffee so much. If you haven't heard of these guys, they're based out of Richmond, BC. So I was going through my files and clearing out some stuff, moving stuff to a hard drive, and noticed that I have made a how to make latte art video back in 2020 when everything shut down. And I used to teach these latte art classes and espresso classes over at Rogue Wave Coffee Roasters here in Edmonton. I had clients that were like, well, what do we do? Like, we bought coffee and espresso machines and we want to know how to use them at home. So I put together this like really quick video, popped it in a Google Drive, and I thought it was really funny because up until this point, the last time I had done any sort of like video editing would have been high school. I kind of wanted to do a reaction video. The espresso in all of these are not good shots by any means. I basically used espresso shots and broke them down into several cups. Yeah, I just wanted to do a reaction video to this and we'll see how that goes. Of course, there's like cheesy music. Okay, so there's no like intro or anything like that. Okay, how to make latte art, got it. But so you can see that I set up the two different angles. So you can see how my picture is like pouring on one side, and then you can see the overhead view. And this one I spilt everywhere. It's kind of fun. I was trying to make a swan. Okay, so yeah, figuring out how you want to hold your cup is super important for your wrist. You want to make sure that your strength in your wrist like is still there and you're not hurting anything or pulling any small muscles. So I do hold my cup like that like weird finger one. But yeah, essentially the goal is also not to touch the like top part of where people are drinking because it's unsanitary. So if you're practicing at home, yeah, I always suggest practicing with water, getting used to like the weight of the cup, like how much liquid actually ends up being in that cup and you're holding with like just your hand, like your fingers. So yeah, I show. So the side angle view of this is really good, like dropping down low, pushing lots of milk out, which typically is the foam that typically sits at the back of the cup. So that's all good. And then I try it with milk and you can see that like big dump of milk is that like push. And then you have a heart. And that one's pretty symmetrical. Okay. Tulips, so multiple pushes. So if you're thinking about it, if you're pouring too gently, mostly milk will come out because it's more dense, it's like heavy. So unless you dump really hard, all the foam will stay at the back because it's so light, it'll just sit at the top. So you really have to give that like big push. And then this angle, I do it in a smaller cup. Yeah, so like big pushes, and you can move it closer to like push it further down the cup. This is also a good one. Look at me go. I was pretty good at latte art back in the day. I don't know what I'd be like now, but it's been years since I've been a barista. So barista, however you want to say it. Oh, and then a swan is a mixture of all of them. So you can do a couple of pushes and then do like a little heart head, and you kind of got it there. So I do this one a couple times because they're hard to do. They're not easy, but essentially it's putting all your skills together. It's like tulip pushes, so you're pushing a couple times. You're doing a Rosetta controlled wiggle with the volume of milk coming out. Slicing the image, so pinching it down, and then creating another mini heart on top. So it's about timing and how you can fill up your cup, like how much time you have to fill up your cup. I always found it easier to do it in small cups for me for whatever reason. So like I made the body, a small head. This one's pretty not symmetrical, but you get the idea. It's cute. But yeah, it's just practice. Like it is a lot of practice. And yeah, again, practicing with water. This is so fun. Look at me go. That was fun. So back in the day, I was like baristing full time. I had competed in, if I have photos, I'll like pop them on the screen, but I competed in my first competition, I believe it was 2018, in a barista competition out in Toronto. Shout out to Walsh for all of the help on that trip. He also made my playlist because I like last minute completely forgot that like you need to pick your music for the event, and I like had no time to think about it because I was so stressed about this competition. So he made my playlist like the day of, or like the night before basically, as I was practicing. My next competition I believe was Brewers Cup out in Montreal, and that competition was really good. I very much enjoyed that. It was a lot less stressful than barista. And then my last barista competition was like such a weird experience. I was so confident. I'd worked really, really hard. By the time competition day came, it was like so much bureaucratic politics that happened, and I ended up just like crying in a bathroom by the end of it. The organization completely failed to help out competitors in an equal playing field. So I ended up I don't even think I placed in that competition, and I was so upset with how that competition ended up going. Overall, a great learning experience. Now what I do for Rogue Wave is I help out with social media management. I help out with scheduling, strategy, blogs, like support. So I meet with the people who are also creating the content and making sure that the content is getting out there and it's scheduled. That's my little coffee journey with Rogue Wave and this latte art video. And I thought it was just really fun to like film this like reaction. I hope you guys like this video. I will be linking Rogue Wave down in the comments below. If you want to know more about Moving Coffee, I will also link them below. They are super fast on shipping. I am obsessed. I have 2 other bags of coffee. You will see content being made with this. You will see me consume this. I am obsessed. One of my absolute favorite roasters in Canada. And I will see you in the next video.